Alright, here we are with a brand new Let's Play of a brand new game that just came out. I'm recording this on release day, but of course the video won't go up until Sunday, so it'll be a few days old by the time you watch this video. But it is a brand new release. Hopefully everything is okay sound-wise. I might fiddle with the audio a bit. It's not that I don't like some lovely music, but I don't want it to be really loud either in my ear holes while I try to talk, because at a certain point I can't hear myself think. Well, that might even be still a little bit too noisy. Oh, it reset itself. Oops. Okay, now we saved it. Okay, anyway, so as great as this music is, I do also need to be able to hear myself think. So anyway, this is GreedFall. I actually only heard about this game like a month ago. It was really like not on my radar until very recently, but I'm really glad I heard about it before release. I was able to get a pre-order in actually, once I took a look at it and thought, you know, this looks like it's for me. So I made the leap and did a pre-order just a couple of days ago. Which I don't usually do, rarely do, and don't usually advocate for. But this is kind of a smaller developer, I guess. They're not like a huge AAA developer anyway. So the developer is Spiders. And they've explicitly said that kind of what they're going for with GreedFall is a single-player RPG in the vein of a classic BioWare RPG, which is great for me because I am constantly on the lookout for something to fill the Dragon Age-shaped hole in my heart. We have fortunately been recently reassured that they are in fact working on Dragon Age 4, which is great, but like I want there to be more than one developer making these kinds of games. I want lots of these kinds of games to exist, and I want lots of different developers making these kinds of games because I want them to, you know, do all kinds of different and interesting things, and the best way to do that is to have a lot of different developers making these kinds of games. So, I'm here to support Spiders and support GreedFall. I don't know a whole lot about the game, aside from the fact that it's a single-player RPG in the style of BioWare. It's set in a fantasy world that's based sort of loosely on the kind of Age of Explorations, 17th, 18th century time period, but there's like magic and monsters and stuff. And there's colonialism and religion and politics and a bunch of different factions to contend with that all have their own agendas. And you're going to this island as a colonizer, which is it could potentially be really interesting. It could also potentially be kind of cringeworthy. So, we'll see. I'm obviously hoping for like a really nuanced and interesting take on like issues of colonialism, and politics and religion and all this stuff. But you never know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll find out as we go. And yeah, the combat system looks pretty interesting. I'm here for it. There's like guns and swords and magic, so that's cool. You have companion characters, there's some romance options, like with a BioWare game, you can romance people. So yeah, I guess, I don't know what else to preface this with, because I'm excited to play a new RPG and meet a new set of characters and explore a new world. And yeah, so let's do it. Let's start a new game. Let's start on normal, and then I can hopefully make adjustments if I need to later on.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Interesting. Okay. Right, character customization. We're gonna have fun with this. I'm gonna be a lady, because I like to play as ladies. That's pretty. I like the hair, but I can probably change the hair if I find a preset that I really like. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this sort of downward tilt that I have to work with here. In fact, sorry, I'm still coughing like a crazy person. That's very pretty. Presumably I can start with a preset and customize it as I see fit later on, so I can add hair to this. Good lord. That's rather pretty too, actually. I might go with her, but I like the braided updo thing. You do like a classic redhead. That changes it too much. Okay. Next step. Ah. Okay. Pick your starting skills according to your playstyle. The skill tree is open. You will be able to unlock the skills of other archetypes as you progress. Yeah. So basically, you have your 3 basic classes, but the skill tree is such that you can pretty much mix and match as you see fit. So if you want to go super deep into one branch, from what I understand, you can, if you want to be really specialized, or if you want to be kind of a jack of all trades, it doesn't really matter. You can do it as you see fit. Sort of like with Geralt in The Witcher, where you could just sort of really customize your build. So let's see. Magic, warrior, and technical. I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. Magic is kind of what I tend to default to. Oh my gosh, I'm really... magic is what I tend to default to. Divine Magic Ring, Stasis, and One-Handed Heavy Weapons are your starting skills. Let's try it. I want to play, because, like, I'm a sucker for magic. Like, that's kind of why I like fantasy stuff, is because it's got magic in it, and I can play with magic. Like, yeah, I want to be a wizard. So, yeah, we're going to do magic. Oh, right, attributes. Well, I mean, willpower, that's going to be spell duration, magic points, etc., etc. So, yeah, willpower sounds like a good one. Choose the talent in which to invest your starting point to progress in your own way as you complete quests and explore the world. Okay. Charisma slightly reduces merchants' prices and slightly improves your companion's combat abilities. Slightly increases the chance of success of some dialogue choices. Yeah, so this is like your persuasion. Science allows you to make simple potions. Allows you to destroy weak walls with the help of explosive fields. That's useful. Vigor lets you pass through certain difficult passages that require balance. Increases the maximum ammo capacity and lets you slightly recover HP and magic outside combat. Lockpicking, which is obvious. Craftsmanship allows you to craft basic weapon and armor upgrades. Intuition. Gathering sights become easier to see. Slightly increases the number of ingredients and objects obtained through gathering and looting. Also unlocks contextual dialogue options. I have to admit, I'm a huge sucker for spending points to unlock extra dialogue options. I'm leaning towards charisma or intuition for a start. I would probably do science next. I feel like I want to do charisma just to begin with, and then advance into intuition and science as I go forward in the game. Just because I definitely want to get an early start on the persuasion skill, and also I really apologize for coughing so much. I seriously was hoping I was over this crap by now, and I'm just not. I'm just not over it, but I want to be over it because I want to play this game. Anyway. Let's start with intuition. Let's make her intuitive and kind of a nerd. Okay, I guess that's it. I guess we're gonna start. I guess we're doing it. So let's go. Yes, let's do it.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth.
Uh-huh.
Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry. I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
So we're setting sail,
I
and
beg
she
your
has a
pardon, but
master,
urgent
apparently.
matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Okay. Right, so I've got a compass. Visible at the top, yeah. Indicates important. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. Fancy people with tricorn hats. I love a good tricorn hat. Oh, I love that feather, too. That's good. Whoop. Can I... I think you have the same face as me.
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
They got some nice, shiny helmets. Oh, I like that hat, too. That reminds me of the Inquisitor's hat. That's definitely the Inquisitor's hat. Like, super, super good.
A good day, Your Excellency.
Ooh.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
They call me Your Excellency. That's, unnerving. What are you doing? He's just pounding on that door. Okay. I'm gonna head down this way, I guess. This is a fancy courtyard. Are they ever gonna explain what that thing is on my face? Is that a tattoo or a scar or what?
Hey!
Oh.
Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see.
Ah,
Fight
combat.
with honor!
Alright. Main attack. Left control is a secondary attack. Alright. Defend myself. Alright. Left shift is dodge. Ah, fun. Okay. Oh, I can know. There's a tactical pause. That's good to know. Tactical pause will pause the game and allow you to choose your next action and at your leisure. So you'll be able to access spells, skills, and potions used directly or assigned to a shortcut. Use it during combat. You can also learn more about enemies around you. Okay. Use space. Okay. Okay.
a green blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
I'm still
It's
learning.
becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Can use shadow and light magic during your adventure. Stasis spell allows you to temporarily freeze an enemy. Spells use magic, shown by the blue meter. Okay. Armor. Right, so armor is shown with shields on the health bar. Magic attempt. Right, so magic ignores armor, so it's not. Stuff to do when you're just one person. Also, I keep forgetting. How to dodge. Fury is a state that allows you to use special attacks that inflict bonus damage and make enemies lose their balance. A segmented meter that fills up as you attack an enemy, cast a spell, or parry attacks from enemies will allow you to see your Fury level. When the meter reaches the first level, a visual effect will appear in your character's hands. Press Q to use a Fury attack. Alright. You can sheath your weapon once out of combat. Okay. I don't have a weapon, I'm just throwing magic around.
We've brushed up on the basics.
It does. And I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Show him how happy or complain about being shadowed. Yeah, I think she likes sparring with him, verbally at least.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Sure. Go and say goodbye to your mother. Okay.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child. Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition. Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about. Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill. Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure. Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to... I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you. What is it? A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Well, that looks like a really terrible disease. Oh, yes, I have a badass hat now. Awesome. Okay, so sprint, same as dodge. It's going to take me a while to get used to hitting spacebar to go into tactical mode. I'm used to spacebar being jump.
Cut. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will
Sacred.
keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Okay, cool. Kurt, yeah, is a melee combat master. Can wear heavy armor. which is good because I'm going to need a meat shield. His relationship level is suspicious. Faction. He belongs to the Coin Guard faction, which I should probably keep in mind. I don't know exactly what that means just yet, but good to know. But yeah, he's basically he's my meat shield, at least for the moment. Good to know. Okay.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
Well, let's see. So I have to talk to these people. I also have to do this. Alright, so there's the embassies. Alright, good. And oh my god, question marks. People, we have question marks. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. And this is the starting area. This is the starting area. Oh my god. Okay. Well... Can I mark this? Can I set a marker on it? Well, I want to go this way, I think. So the animations aren't great, but I'm not too fussed about that. As long as the voice acting is okay, I'm not generally super fussed about animations not being awesome. That's just my preference, though. Like, I will overlook quite a bit if the voice acting is good. Right. Yeah, I totally understand that.
To my help.
Oh.
Death to the others. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Some ruffians, I guess. Sure. Let's see. Let's keep to the left, maybe. Anything in here worth looking at? No, maybe not. Do you have any interesting things to say, Kurt?
Do you need something?
Whether he ever felt lonely, I think we'll deal with that later. Okay, so it's sort of like Dragon Age Origins, where you can kind of just go into a conversation with them Anywhere you want. Ooh, nice. Alchemical preparation of elemental damage. Sets an alchemical preparation of elemental damage, which explodes when an enemy comes close, dealing elemental damage to all enemies within its range. So it's basically a bomb. Sure? I'm taking it. Somebody just left it here. Yeah. This is, I think, the Bridge Alliance. Whatever that is. Cardinal Antonius. Oh, I bet this
Good day,
is
Excellency.
religious crap.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Froda on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time.
Are you sure about that?
For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Oh boy. Oh boy, yes.
Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
Interesting. So
I've heard
it's
say that
religion based
dissensions
around
appeared
magic.
recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical, and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
So you're all religious extremists.
What is your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only 2 complaints. That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
So they like the religious freedom when it allows them to preach their religion, but they don't like the fact that other people get to preach other religions. Yeah, I see. Okay. This is good information. It's a little bit awkward on the delivery. A little bit awkward, but I'm just gonna take it and run with it and accept it for what it is, because it's necessary exposition, because I don't know a whole lot about this world, so I'm learning as I go. So what is the Theleme's position on Tir Friddi?
How is Theleme faring on Tir Friddi?
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith.
Oh boy.
There are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult, disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
Uh-huh, I bet. So why don't you like the Bridge Alliance?
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tir Friddi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay.
Boy oh boy.
Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
So, at the very least, what we've got here is the religious fanatics who want to convert all the natives to their religion and probably try to assimilate them into the culture too, and possibly erase their original culture. You've got Bridge Alliance, who seem to be more militaristic maybe, and are doing more in the way of open conflict with the natives, that are probably just more of like a straightforward, we're going to commit genocide, we want to do a genocide. Probably the natives themselves, who just want to be left the hell alone. And these people who are definitely colonizers, and I suppose I can decide what I'm going to do about that.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
So she's a very important person, right? My character, clearly... she's like the niece of like the ruling prince of this city, apparently. So she's clearly a person of some import. All right. So this is all very interesting information. What I'm gonna do is probably leave it here. So yeah, these are the religious fanatics, I guess. And, yeah, next time we'll pick it up and do some more stuff around here. As always, if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Later.